Hello, and welcome to the Family Child Care Orientation Program. Whether you reside in the city of Gaithersburg, the city of Rockville, or anywhere in Montgomery County, this orientation program has been designed to guide you through the fire safety requirements needed for operating a family child care home. A family child care fire safety checklist contains the minimum fire code requirements which must be in place before your home can be approved for daycare. We're going to look at each of these requirements starting right at your own front door. In order for us to do the inspection, we need to find your home. So the first thing on the list are address numbers. They must be at least 5 inches tall and easily seen from the street. The numerals may be attached to your house, or if your house cannot be easily seen, located on the mailbox or some other post that can be seen from the road that your home is addressed from. Is there an outside light where the children will enter and exit your home? This needs to be in place and operating. It may not be a concern in the summer, but in the winter it may very well be dark when the children arrive and leave. Do you have a written fire escape plan? You're required to have a basic drawing of your home showing the rooms and what they will be used for during your hours of operation. In the diagram shown here, the rooms are listed as dining room, living room, family room, etc. But they also need to show which areas are used for play, napping, or areas off limits to children, such as garage or a laundry room. You will also need to show your outside meeting place. This is where everyone would gather in case of a fire emergency. It could be a tree, your driveway, or your mailbox. Once you have your plan written, remember to make additional copies, as the fire inspector and the licensing specialist from the state will need to be given a copy. Fire drills are required on a monthly basis. Begin the drill by pressing the button on your smoke alarm. Then, following your escape plan, exit your home and have everyone gather at your chosen meeting place. Keep a written record of the date and time you conduct your fire drills. It's important to use the smoke alarm so that children will recognize the sound. We don't expect you to have a fire in your home, but the fact is you are their first teacher. By teaching the children to recognize the sound, they may be better prepared if the smoke alarm sounds in their own home. Any door shown as an exit on your fire escape plan must be able to be opened from the inside without using a key. As you can see in this picture, if your door has a deadbolt lock, the inside has to have a thumb turn to unlock it. A window can serve as the second exit from a room if it meets the correct dimensions. To find out, open the window and measure the area that it provides. It must have an opening of 24 inches in height, 20 inches in width, and 821 square inches in total clear opening. To find the square inch number, simply multiply the height times the width. You'll notice in the window in this picture, it has a width of 34 inches. That's because in order to provide 821 square inches in area, this window will need to be 34 inches wide. In this picture, with a minimum width of 20 inches, the height opening needs to be at least 41 inches to meet the proper area. Confusing? Yes, it can be. Here's a good idea. Since 1975, all bedroom windows have had to meet this requirement. So if your home was built after 1975, simply check your bedroom windows. If the room you intend to use for childcare has a window the same size as your bedroom window, you should be okay. But measure them just to make sure. The last thing on windows is the distance from the floor. Again, open the window. The bottom of the opening can be no more than 44 inches from the floor. By the way, if your home happens to have a fire sprinkler system, you do not have to meet the window requirement. Protect your kids from an electrical shock. Any open outlet must have plastic covers to prevent this. After an appliance, such as a vacuum, is used, remember to replace the cover when you're finished. If you intend to use your basement for daycare, you must have a door that goes directly to the outside. If the door has steps to go up, that's fine, as long as it is no more than 8 feet to reach ground level. Any room or area you intend to use as the nap area must have a hardwired AC-powered smoke alarm with battery backup in that area. If you plan to use your dining room as the nap area, then a hardwired AC-powered smoke alarm with battery backup must be installed in that room. AC-powered means that the smoke alarm must be tied to the home's electrical system. All smoke alarms must be replaced after 10 years. Hardwired smoke alarms must be replaced with hardwired smoke alarms. And if you're replacing battery-only smoke alarms, they must be replaced with sealed 10-year battery smoke alarms, which can be found at your local home improvement store. These smoke alarms cost about $20 a piece, but they'll save you time and money since you won't have to worry about changing the 9-volt battery again. You're also required to test all of your smoke alarms every month. In the city of Gaithersburg, you're required that all bedrooms, whether or not they're used for childcare, must have smoke alarms installed. If you have hardwired smoke alarms in your bedrooms already, you'll need to see how old they are and replace them if they're beyond the 10-year date. If you have battery-only smoke alarms in your bedrooms, or if you do not have any smoke alarms in your bedrooms at all, you must install 10-year sealed battery smoke alarms in these rooms. Follow the instructions in the box for proper placement of the smoke alarm. There are several makers of 10-year sealed battery smoke alarms. 2 of them are pictured here. While this particular requirement is only for the residents of the city of Gaithersburg, it is strongly suggested that those living outside the city limits think about installing them as well. Most bedrooms and bathrooms have privacy locks on their doors. There's a small hole on the outside doorknob that accepts a key to unlock it. The key could also be a nail or a small screwdriver. Whatever it takes to unlock this door needs to be placed in the proximity of that door. If you can reach the top of the door frame, this would be a good place to store the key. If you live in an apartment with enclosed corridors, as shown here, you will need to have hardwired smoke alarms installed throughout the hallway and stairs. Permission from management may be needed as well as an electrical permit to do the work. Electrical wiring must be installed and maintained in good order. Electrical wiring must be installed and maintained in good order. Extension cords may only be used on a temporary basis and properly rated to the device it is serving. We should not see any open electrical boxes or exposed loose wires anywhere. If you need to supplement your central heating with space heaters, they must be UL listed and approved and placed well away from the children. Kerosene heaters are not allowed to be used in child care homes. If the supplemental heating in the area the children are located, then a child barrier must be installed as in the picture here. You must have on hand at least one working flashlight just in case you lose power when the children are in the room. Good general housekeeping must be maintained throughout all areas. Do we expect to see some dishes in the sink? Sure. Do we expect to see toys on the floor? We hope so. We are only looking for a safe, clean environment for the children. The picture here gives you an idea of what we do not expect to see. For family child care, a fire inspection is required before the Maryland State Child Care Licensing Specialist will visit. To schedule your fire safety inspection, contact the agency listed here that is the fire authority for your community. We will show this slide for a few moments so you can write down the appropriate contact information. If you follow your fire safety checklist, you should pass your fire inspection with no trouble. And remember, this will be making your home safer for your own family as well. Thank you for watching the Gaithersburg Child Care Fire Safety Program.